welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I am going to be adding ribbon to my 7.5 foot Christmas tree. And I will be using the 2.5 inch width ribbon with wire, and my ribbon came from Sam's Club. So give me just a second and we'll get started. You will need to cut your ribbon with wire into 24-inch strips, and you are going to want to dovetail the ends. So to dovetail your ends so that they have that pretty V, you just take your ribbon and you fold it in half and have your edges pointed toward the left, and you're going to go to your folded side and you're going to cut away from it. And that's how you get your pretty V. And do it to each end of your ribbon. Okay. You do not have to cut your ribbon at 24 inches. You can make it longer if you want, but I'm kind of short, so 24 inches works out good for me. So what you're going to do after you get your ends dovetailed is you're just going to go to the top of your tree, and you definitely want ribbon with wire because you're going to wrap the top of your ribbon around a branch. I'm going to loop it around it so it stays. Okay, and then you're going to just kind of drape it loosely, going kind of at an angle, and place it so that your dovetail ends show. With your second color of ribbon, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to try to make an X with your two colors of ribbon. You can use only one color if you want, but I kind of like using the two colors. And so just kind of cross them over and then make it where your dovetail end shows. Okay, with my second piece of striped ribbon, I'm going to basically go down about 8 inches or so, and you can either tuck the ribbon in the tree or you can find a branch and wrap it around it. Whatever works best for you. But you're going to just do the same thing, try to make a crisscross pattern. With my second piece of red and green ribbon, same steps. I'm going to slide down about 8 inches or so, wrap the ribbon around a branch, kind of give it a squeeze, and I like to fold the branches up a little bit so it doesn't slip off as easy. Same steps. I'm just going to kind of cross it over and make that X pattern. Now if you want to, you can put this one on top. It's just whatever way you like. I think it works out better for this ribbon for me to put it back under, but just make sure each time you make your dovetail ends show. When you get further down your Christmas tree, where this piece stops, you're going to want to start another piece of ribbon. And you can just kind of tuck your ribbon in. You don't have to fold it if you don't want to, but it stays better for me to kind of tuck it around. Like that. And then you're just going to continue your stripe across your tree. And don't pull it too tight, kind of leave it loose. And then try to pop out your tails so that you can see them. But you're just going to be making stripes basically. If you look how my red and green ribbon makes stripes going on this side, and then the candy cane stripes are on the left side, and you're just going to continue the same pattern. And when you're doing the sides of your tree, same pattern. You just continue on whatever color ribbon. You can make your strips of ribbon as long as you want if it's easier for you. I'm just short, so it's easier for me to cut them in strips, but just continue it on around all the way to the end and just keep going until you get to the bottom. Okay, I have the ribbon on the tree. Now at the top I did the 24-inch strips, but as the tree got wider I did my strips longer, like some like 38, some 48, some 52. It just depends on the height of your tree, the width of your tree, the ribbon you're using, and also you can take and twist the ribbon in with your little branches. So there's lots of things to think about. So you just do it however makes you happy. There's no right way or wrong way. So just do whatever you like, and I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. I almost forgot I wanted to add this bow tree topper tutorial for you. So just make sure and let out a tail, probably 16 to 20 inches long, and then you're going to make your first loop. And I just stacked my 2 colors of ribbon on top of each other. And you'll make your first loop, pinch it tight in your left hand, make your other loop on the opposite side, try to make it same size as the first one you made. Then you're just going to go back and forth, keeping the ribbon pinched tightly in your left hand. Try to make the loops the same size. And I didn't stress over making sure the design was on top each time I made a loop, because this is a lot of ribbon to hold and I have small hands. So when I got it all wired together, that's when you can go back and straighten your ribbon if you need to. But just remember to back and forth, keeping it pinched tightly in your hand. Try to make the loops the same size on each side. Make sure you let out a long tail. You'll want some floral stem wire or pipe cleaners close by. Also, if you want long streamers going down your tree, go ahead and have them cut. After you get your bow wired, add those streamers to the wire too. I didn't add any streamers this time, but lots of times I have added long streamers down my tree. So now's the time to do it. That way it's all wired in with your bow, and that way it's easy to store for next year too. You could just put it in a box to store it. And so this is the way it looks on my tree. My son wired it onto my tree for me. Now if it's going to be where it can be seen and you want the back side to look pretty, you'll need to tie 2 of these big bows. If you stacked your ribbons like I did, when you start to fluff your loops, you're going to have to slide one ribbon out from under the other and separate them to fluff your loops. Okay, so now is the time to start adding your Christmas ornaments. And this is our family tree. So I have lots of different ornaments that we've had for years. Some that when my kids were born, some I've collected while we were on vacation. So this tree has a bunch of different colors on it. But my main colors are red and green because I just like traditional colors. Don't worry if your ribbon does not look perfect. I know mine does not look perfect, and that's okay, because when you add your Christmas ornaments, it all goes together beautifully. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much. Those of you that always watch and comment and like and share, I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.